Thank you very much.
Aber du ein Sau.
Thank you very much. Hello, Luke Rides and Luke Rides is back. And yes, he's keeping his new format until Luke Rides can hold a motorcycle again. Supernaked, Superbike, Race Bike, whatever it is. And we have our amazing Miadi, Luke Rides. Do you love this baby? It's genius. Why are we here? Now this is an interesting thing because again this is motorcycle related and it's actually about a particular type of motorcycle that before you buy, these are the things you need to be thinking about. So let's get into it. Yeah!
It's showtime.
So, Luke Rides once had a Ducati Supernaked. So, what you need to know before buying a Supernaked. Supernakeds have no wind protection and no fairings. People who are absolute stupid, non-petrolhead idiots put taller screens on the Supernaked. The whole point of a Supernaked, the whole point of it is that the engine is the centerpiece. That you have a motorcycle where all it's about, all the focus is, the center of the motorcycle is the engine. Is that the most powerful, torquiest, most powerful engine made by that manufacturer. So that could be Kawasaki, Yamaha, Ducati. A Supernaked is defined by, at that point in time, that was the most powerful, fastest, most beautiful, most torquey, largest capacity engine without fairings. So what you get for that is a very cool, beautiful motorcycle. And it's actually quite interesting where we have modern superbikes now that have their superbike fairings, about cutting through the air, 200 miles an hour, the Exotica, and also a lot of big 1000cc motorcycles where a lot of the engine's hidden away by fairings. Even the R19 Racer, that's a classic superbike, and that actually has what are called bikini fairings. There still are fairings, you still see them, they are there. A Supernaked is quite interesting. How you instead just have no fairings whatsoever, and sometimes it's actually really beautiful just to see an engine. Let's see if we can. See if we can bring up VID English. Yes, better. Yes, look quite a genius. Here isn't it? This is a genius, yeah. So, a Supernaked is where you get to see that engine, and it's actually quite interesting how you get to see, say, the Ducati Monster 1100 Evo or the Kawasaki Z1000, when you get to see the engine itself. Aprilia, Torino, KTM 1290, Supernakeds. And the thing with a Supernaked is you have no wind protection and you cannot have panniers. So a Supernaked is a very fun, short range, medium range motorcycle. So you should only buy a Supernaked if that's what you're into. Medium range, short range, very fast, fun motorcycle where the engine is just, that's all you see. The tyres, the suspension, the brakes. That's all you see, and that's quite fun, isn't it? And that's what you have. It's like, whoa! So that's the thing, only buy a Supernaked if that is what you're after, because some people, this is the thing, you'll go, oh wow, it's a Supernaked, I'll be fine without fairings, yeah, I don't need the taller screen. You will get a lot of buffeting and a lot of wind on a Supernaked. So the manufacturers, what they do is they build these tiny screens. Really, it's really cowling, it's really just a shield around the instrument cluster. Yeah, but even with the latest Ducati Streetfighter Supernaked, that actually doesn't have any shield. It doesn't actually have a top cowl at all. You will get a lot of buffeting. Your body, you're going to get a lot of it here, you know, a lot of it there, shoulder, and you know, the faster you go, so say 70 miles an hour, you're really going to feel a lot of buffeting. So you'll be using your muscles to hold on to the handlebars, and that's because your body's having to fight the sheer wind, because you have no fairings cutting the wind away from you or directing it away from you. And if you go over 70, then you really got to hold on, because at that point the wind is really battering you, it's really coming at you. And as long as you can, you need to know that. You need to know that before buying a Supernaked, or even just a naked, that you're going to get that. So if that is a bother, if that is a thing you don't want or don't like in any way, don't buy a Supernaked. Don't buy it. It's not for you. Don't fucking buy it. Do not put a goddamn taller screen on it. Don't do that. You know, this Luke Wise has seen these Supernakeds where they have the taller screen, and you have just made that beautiful bit of art look ugly. You bloody have, you know you have. Oh, but I need more wind protection. Then why did you buy a Supernaked in the first place? You didn't buy a Supernaked because, the wind bothers me. Oh, but still, no, you don't. You don't buy a Supernaked if the wind even bothers you in the slightest. Oh, but all the buffeting makes me tired. Then again, why did you buy a Supernaked? Oh, Supernakeds get really dirty. Yeah. Why did you buy a Supernaked then? All these negatives that people mention, bikers mention, motorcyclists mention, that they end up putting a belly pan and they end up putting this ugly, god-awful taller screen on a Supernaked, and you just stare and go, why? Why didn't you just buy a third motorcycle? What about a motorcycle? I can't see the engine. Yeah, because the fairings are there to shield you from the wind and the buffeting, and to give the engine some shielding. So, you know, the logic that these people use, these bikers, motorcyclists that put taller screens on their Supernaked, they are just pretty stupid. So that's what you need to know about a Supernaked. They are lighter as well. They are fun light. Quite like for on the road, they're actually quite a lot of fun. They're never going to be supersonic and super fast. We're never going to be supersonic and just insane like a missile, like a superbike. That's the thing. Supernakeds won't be like that. Superbikes are Exotica. They're 200 miles an hour. They are the fastest, most supersonic. Nothing can follow them. Nothing can catch them. They are gone. They're absolutely gone. They're like the Starship Enterprise. They're like a warp core. They just go, you know, it just goes FTL, like Galactica. You know, they're gone. Supernakeds are effectively taking a superbike engine, tuning it down, and then giving her some brakes, wheels, and suspension and seat. So yeah, that's quite interesting. So for all of you that are curious, that's what you need to know about a Supernaked. And Luke rides, that is really the only motorcycle he does not have, but also that he needs. Because Luke rides can't be riding a race bike with us advanced motorcyclists. Last time Luke Christ did that, look what he did, he just injured himself. That's what you've got to know about Supernakeds, and great stuff. Again, don't buy a Supernaked if you don't want the buffeting or don't like buffeting, just don't do it. But yeah, Luke Christ hopes that makes sense. This is some of the things that motorcyclists and other bikers do not talk to you about. They don't mention this about Supernakeds and nakeds. They don't bring it up. They don't. And then people get excited about nakeds and Supernaked motorcycles, and then they end up putting tall screens because they know they messed up. They know they screwed up because all of a sudden they don't like the buffeting. And anybody who says, my screen acts like a fairing, no, it does not. A fairing is a proper piece of aerodynamic engineering from the manufacturer that actively directs the air away from you. A screen is not tall and wide like a faired motorcycle. A faired motorcycle screen is bigger than your taller screen on your naked and Supernaked. So don't use that stupid, uneducated, daft excuse. No. So you people think about that. And yeah, Luke Wright hopes that makes sense. Thanks for watching. And let's see if Luke Wright can drink the coffee. Oh, the coffee! Can you do the coffee? Can you do this?
He's got a lot more to go.
Yes, he can! Wow! I'm wearing a motorcycle helmet. Yeah! Thanks for watching.
The way we.
The little rascal has spirit. As water.
This is the end of the trail for me.
Thank you.
Thank you, kid.
Get the coffee. Huh? 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 He can! Why? Thanks for watching.